This is the Business of Leadership Series Minute with your host, the best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck and founder of MarketingStrategyHero.com, Derek Champagne.
I've got a great guest today, Bobby Albert. He is the president of Value-Driven Leadership, and he has a passion for helping other leaders build inspiring workplace cultures through value-driven leadership. You've been a lifelong entrepreneur. You've started 12 different companies, acquired 9 others. You've got a really impressive career. From 2005 to 2011, you grew your team, or you grew your revenues and profits by 500%. Tell me about goal setting. I can't imagine that you could have that kind of success without setting some goals and being very effective and strategic along the way. What is your process, and how do you consult others in effective goal setting?
Okay, boy, that's a big question. One thing for me personally is it's a process I go through every year, going back to the early 90s, is I set personal goals from just personal goals. But as far as our company, we had set, we would have a couple times a year strategic planning sessions. And we would and then after we would set the strategic plan in place, we would bring other people in. That's kind of the, what we want to accomplish, the direction and those kind of things. But then this is where the participative leadership style comes in, is in the tactical plans of, who's going to make it happen, when's it going to get done, and, those kind of things like that. So, and then we would set some measurable performance goals from that, and our people would be involved in that as well. And I'm talking about people even on the front line. So, that's an oversimplification, but we had, it's one thing to set goals. And of course, I've discovered the word goals. A lot of people have a lot of definitions of what the word goals mean, but it's so important to set goals because it forces you to have discussion when you miss them, or even when you exceed them or you meet them. And we didn't beat people up, if they missed them or anything like that, but it does force you to have discussion. I keep thinking about it's a cartoon, a Peanuts cartoon I saw many years ago. I wish I could figure out how to get to it, but I remember Charlie Brown. He had a bow and arrow, and he was shooting against the fence. And then after he hit the fence, he would go over there and draw the target around where his arrow hit, so it made it look like he hit bullseye target. And a lot of people set goals that way. They wait until after they have seen success or even failure, and then that's their goal. And so, but the key to the goals to me, and I saw in our own company, is once a month we had what we call business reviews. And the old days, I never could figure out how I was struggling with people to follow through and to follow up on things. I would, let's say a manager or something, I would have one-on-one meetings, once a month, or more than that, but at least once a month, talking about, okay, what was the goal and are we making progress? Those are the two questions. I struggled with getting things done. I'm somewhat impatient, if you can't tell, but it is getting things done, executed and implemented, timely and those kind of things. But we finally implemented this once a month, this business review. And what it was is the leadership team would come to the business review, and they would report to their peers, and it was open for any employee in the company to attend a business review. And there was the accountability of having to report to their peers. Really, I saw a dramatic increase in this, going back to the two questions, what was the goal? What is the goal, and are we making progress? And I started seeing as our progress was going faster and faster and faster. But we didn't actually implement that until 2006, right before in 2005. Okay. So I think along with that, as well as introducing our core values, led to our company having the kind of success you mentioned. In addition, we were recognized as one of the 100 best companies to work for in the state of Texas during that, until I sold the company in 2011 to a public traded company. Wow. So